Hi dear students, I welcome you all in the part 2 session of Human Eye and Colorful World, that is chapter 11 of class 10 physics. I am Abhishek sir and let us start the journey. But before we start the journey, let me tell you that you all are working very hard, great work, but again you have some responsibilities. Please do watch the full video in order to understand better. Attempt the question which are specially meant for the comments section so that it can be an interactive session. Do the submissions properly. If you haven't joined the Google class, please join it by using the code CLOU2LN. Now keep revising the contents, right? Because you are getting many contents every day, so you might forget the contents which are previously studied. So please keep revising, find time, help your friends to learn about making PDF homework and joining Google Class for submission. Clear? Now we shall start with our topic, that is power of accommodation, right? Our islands is flexible. We have discussed about our islands that it can be made thick or thin as per the requirement. Now, who does that work? That work is done by ciliary muscles, right? These ciliary muscles have two things. They hold the islands and they contract and expand to make our islands thick or thin. Now, why do we need to make our islands thick or thin? So to see all type of objects which are located close or even far, right? To see clearly. Now to see the object which are close, our islands need to become thick, and to see the far objects, our islands need to be thin. Clear? Now let us understand this mechanism of thick or thin by a balloon experiment. Right? I have specially made a balloon experiment, and you have to imagine that our islands is a balloon. Okay. So this screen is divided into two different cases. On the left hand side you see there is a case in which we are seeing far object, and then on the right hand side you see a case where we are discussing close objects, right? Now on the left hand side, let us see the first case. You have a spherical balloon, that is our islands, which is in normal position. Now when we are seeing a far object, what will happen? The ciliary muscles will act on the direction of arrow. That means what you have to do, when you are holding the balloon normally, you just have to stretch the balloon, right? Now what happens when you stretch the balloon? It becomes thin. Clear? So that is it. In that case, when you are stretching, your hands are acting like ciliary muscles, and the balloon which became thin now act as islands, right? So this is what happens to our islands when we see far objects. Clear? Now the second case is when you see the close objects. What happens? The arrow you see, both are acting inwards. That means ciliary muscles are making the islands thick. Now same with the balloon. When you press the balloon from top and bottom, what happens? The size of the balloon increases. Clear? The thickness increases. So same happens with the islands, right? So I hope next time when you are having a balloon in your hand, you may try this to understand the mechanism of our islands. Clear? Moving on to a more specific figure, you see. Now the balloon experiment is over. Now you see the human eye figure. You see at the top and bottom circle shows the ciliary muscles. When they are relaxed, the islands is thin, right? So in that case, we are seeing far accommodation. That means far objects we are seeing. But when the ciliary muscles contract, the islands become thick. You see the size on the right hand side. It is thick. So that means we are seeing a close objects. Clear? So this is our islands when the ciliary muscles are relaxed and when they are contracted. So this is the actual mechanism of ciliary muscle and island. Now, important definitions related to this topic is first of all power of accommodation, right? It is the ability of islands to adjust its focal length as per requirement, that is called accommodation power. Clear? Now remember, when the lens is thin, the focal length is more, right? So when we see far objects, we have to increase the focal length. So that is happened by lens becoming thin. Clear? And vice versa. That means if you are seeing a close object, the focal length decreases. But how it decreases? The lens become thin. Right? So this thickening and thinning of eye lens helps us to see the objects clearly. So that power, that ability is called power of accommodation. Now what is far point? Far point is the farthest point up to which the human eye, normal human eye, can see the objects clearly, right? So it is infinite for a normal eye. Why we can say this? Because in the night when you can see the stars, that means they are located light years away and still you can see the stars. So that means we are comparing that as infinite distance. Clear? Now, far point is the farthest point which we can see. Near point of the eye is the minimum distance up to which the eye can see the objects clearly. Now you will imagine that you will wonder that we can see objects which are very near to us. But see, that is the importance of the word clearly. If you take a book and you can see it from a normal distance, you can read easily, but you take that book very near to the human eye, your eyes, you will not able to see that clearly, right? You will not be able to read from the book very clearly. So that is the importance of near point. Clear? So there is a specific distance, minimum distance up to which you can see it clearly. So that is 25 centimeter for normal eye. Clear? So that we can say that near point and far point are our range of vision. Okay, so our range starts with 25 centimeter and it goes till infinity. Clear? So these three IMP definitions, please learn: power of accommodation, far point of the eye, and near point of the eye. Now, in our textbook, at the end, power of accommodation, we have a specific defect of eye, defect or disease, whatever you can say, that is cataract. Now, why it is not included in other topic? Because right now we are studying about eye lens, right? So this cataract is related to eye lens. In different languages, we change the word. Like in Gujarati, it is said to be motio, right? So many times you might have heard that cataract operation is done for the old age, right? Your grandfather, grandmother might have undergone with this cataract process, right? Sometimes the crystalline lens becomes cloudy and milky. You see, I have shown two different eyes in the figure. One is normal clear lens, so the pupil is black dark, and the next figure on the right hand side, it is clouded by cataract. That means cataract has occurred to that, and you can see the pupil is not exactly black, but it is little bit white color. That means the eye lens is not in the normal case, right? So it has become cloudy and milky. When it happens, why it happens? It happens in old age. It may occur due to injuries, and genetic problems also can cause the cataract. What happens due to cataract? It creates partial or complete loss of vision. You cannot see. The one who is having cataract will see everything cloudy, hazy, right? Okay. Now, cataract can be cured by cataract surgery. It is a half an hour or 10-minute surgery which is done nowadays. So every person who has cataract can be cured. So this defect is curable. Now at the end of this video, we have some questions for you. Uh, Name an insect that can sense ultraviolet light of sun. As humans cannot sense the ultraviolet light, the range is not there. But there are some insects that can sense ultraviolet light of sun, right? And the next question is, when do hens or why do hens or chicks wake up earlier in the morning? Does it have anything to do with their retina, whether they can sense the early morning light easily than as compared to humans? So these are two questions that you have to find, and the first three comments, the fastest three comments will be appreciated, right? So please be fast and answer these two questions.